Hi, this is Christine with Where's Watson? As part of our academic plan series, we are focusing on some of the larger initiatives that we have undertaken as a result of the launch of the academic plan about a year ago. And one of those very exciting initiatives is our new Strategic Enrollment Management Initiative, or otherwise known as SEM. I'm here with Aileen Najduch, our Executive Director of Student Services and Global Partnerships, who's leading this initiative for the college. So, Aileen, welcome to Where's Watson?
Thank you.
Tell us about what SEM is. What is Strategic Enrollment Management? What's its goals?
So strategic enrollment management is trying to connect and extend the work that we're already doing in trying to optimize our student recruitment and retention and student success. And I'll say SEM used to be more focused on the recruitment part, about how many students are coming in, how many prospects, how many applicants, how many qualified applicants, all of that. Now we know that SEM is really needs to be focused on that whole student journey. So on students come, and once they come, we need to ensure that they are successful and that they eventually leave with whatever credential and get whatever employment they're looking for. So we have a responsibility to also be managing the retention piece as well.
Right. And why is it important for RRC Polytech to be embarking on this new SEM plan now? I know that we had one some time ago. We're coming at it from a fresh perspective. Why is it important as a Polytech we look at strategic enrollment management now?
To me, when I think about that, it goes back to our strategic plan. We now have a recently renewed strategic plan that sets out who we are as an institution, where we want to go. Yeah. The academic plan, as you've been talking about, helps us sort of further define that path within the academic portfolio. What are our priorities? What are we working on? And a lot of those are actually SEM. They relate to things like reducing admission barriers, supporting retention, recruitment. All of those kinds of things are really SEM. So SEM is a way of taking what we said we were going to do with the academic plan and really putting it into a more strategic sort of framework. Some of the reading I've been doing lately talks about, strategies, goals, and how do you decide what to focus on, what needs to be right. And really, this is about getting the strategy right. It will result eventually in tactics, work plans in areas across the college, but they need to be embedded within a strategy, and that's what the SEM plan will help us do. So really help us live out the strategic plan, the academic plan, and then make it something that's integrated within the work that we do.
Right. And I know that part of the work through the strategic plan, for instance, is our commitment to truth and reconciliation, equity, diversity, inclusion. So how do we bring those kinds of perspectives and those lenses to the work of SEM in this new perspective?
In the work that we're doing with SEM, we're keeping those things in mind. As you said, they've already been identified, but there's a lot of questions about exactly what does that mean? How do we do that? How do we grow our numbers of Indigenous students? How do we make sure they're coming to the college being successful? So a lot of the SEM work is about that journey of, if we're saying that's something that's important to us, is there a goal that we're going to set related to that? Are there some strategies? And then how are we going to keep monitoring that? And hopefully, we haven't used the data word yet, but hopefully all of that planning and goal setting will be driven by the data that we have. That allows us to know who are our students, what's the right proportion of various representations of students, and then how do we do things to get there, and how do we have the right data to monitor? Are those tactics, are those actions actually helping us to get to the goal that we're trying to get to?
That's right. So it's not only putting strategy and tactics into place, but also then evaluating the impact of those over time.
Yeah. And you can have, as long as you have a solid strategy, you might have tactics that end up not doing what we think they will. And we just have to try and learn it. But with the data and with the link to the strategy, then we'll know, we thought we were doing this, we're taking these actions, did that work or not? If not, then we've got to readjust. But we always have that clear strategy as our North Star, and that strategy linked SEM academic plan through to strategic plan.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for a quick overview of what strategic enrollment management is and the new initiative that we'll be talking more about this year. But wanted to create an introduction for and through our academic plan series in Where's Watson, and also thank you and the team. I know there's been a lot of work already underway, and looking forward to engaging our community over time. So thank you, Aileen, for your leadership.
Thanks, Christine.
Bye.